yeah! I'm in the hallway of my apartment building, standing at the elevator. I've got an empty baby stroller and an empty cucumber box, and I'm about to go pick up 15,000 baseball cards from a Craigslist guy. I will keep you posted. Okay, so I was in the elevator and there was this like sheet sticking out of the box, and I pulled it out to look at it. It's this awesome Don Mattingly Ritz cracker thing. Okay. Today I'm going to talk about a recent Craigslist purchase. As you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I love going out and hunting for weird cards and weird stuff, and this just ticked all the boxes. A guy who lives out in Long Island was selling for $200 on Craigslist his entire baseball card collection. There were a couple pictures, but not too much information about it. I just wrote him back and said, hey, I'd like to buy this, but I can't pay $200. I'll give you $100. He had no problem with that, and lo and behold, the very next day, he was coming out to Brooklyn for some other reason and came over, and just basically we did a handoff on the street. And so today I'm going to walk through. I'm going to show you the dramatic footage of my pickup, and then I sort of deleted half of it, so I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll walk through some of the non-baseball card items I got. There was all sorts of variety in these boxes. There were 15,000 baseball cards, and then a bunch of other stuff, including this. This is like the weirdest thing that was in there. It's this Wayne Gretzky. It's like totally laminated on there, and it's like a it's like a coaster, or like a I can't think of the word. It's like one of those things you put hot plates on. Or I guess it hangs on the wall if this is on there. So this was intended to be a display piece. And if you look close, it says laminated piece and something New York. So this was in the box. Most of it is baseball related, but there was some hockey stuff in there too. So today I'll just go through the baseball card related stuff. I mean the non-baseball card related stuff. I'm still going through the baseball cards, and then I'll do like a part 2 and just show you what I got from this weird stash. But again, as I've said in my other videos, the total fun of it for me is just the randomness and the sort of strange surprises that you see. And this pickup was totally full of them, worth every penny. I'm really excited to get it on video. So without further ado, let's see what we got. I'll go through these fairly quickly since there's quite a few. This is a Bob Watson autograph. It's not authenticated, but it looks pretty nice. It's got tops on the background, and it says checklist Yankees Mets. So it says 1981, and it's got a bunch of players on the bottom, if you can see. Rusty Staub, there was just a write-up in the New York Times about him. He's a pretty interesting guy, and just passed away this year. So this was just randomly inserted in the box, just kind of loose in the box. You can hear it before you see it. There were two, junk era rack packs, still sealed. I am definitely keeping these in the seal. Actually, they will be a nice backdrop for this video if I can stick them to this old bulletin board. And there was a third rack pack that had since come apart, and he stapled back together for some reason. But I'm just gonna keep these in the packs. They're really cool to display. Okay, next item on the list were these miniature Louisville Sluggers. There's a Mets one. This is totally unexpected, by the way. I was just expecting to get baseball cards, so I was pretty excited about this. There's a Mets one. It's really faint. Can't make that one out. I'm not sure what it says. And then this one has Dodgers / Padres. And this one is, it's really hard to see it. I don't know if I can make it focus better. It says, there we go. It says Braves. So, don't know what I'm going to do with those, but they are pretty neat. He had this sticker in there. It says Sewer Rats BK. And then on the back it says SoundCloud Sewer Rats BK. I think he accidentally put this in there. All right, so next is the... I don't know how to describe these. They are Tetley Tea. They're like Pogs, if you remember those. I don't know. Little flippy round card thingies with we got a Conseco, a Strawberry, Winfield, Boggs, Schmidt, Darling, Pena, Murphy, and Steve Bedrosian. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these either, but I really like the Ron Darling. He looks quite high. I don't know, it's like he's got this dreamy expression on his face that I don't think was characteristic of him, but I could be wrong. And I also put up the third rack pack that's split apart. There's a Conseco on the front to get you hooked, I guess, or to get you to buy it. And then this is, there's a Steve Avery rookie in this one and a Steve Avery rookie in this one. This is one of my favorite baseball cards, this Steve Avery 89 Topps. Okay, on to the next. Okay, next item on the list. And by the way, I'm going from like least interesting to most interesting, just to keep the suspense. There's some really cool stuff towards the end, so stay tuned. I won't dwell on this stuff, but he gave me like a ton of stickers, or I bought, I guess, a ton of stickers. As you'll see in the baseball card video, this guy was a total Mets fan, but he had a lot of really good, just kind of like Hall of Famer type, all-star type cards too. Okay, this is a little out of order, but there were a ton of hockey cards. This whole box is full of like, I don't know, hockey commons. I can't tell a good hockey card from a bad hockey card. Joe Sakic is a player I remember. This Wayne Gretzky's in like a serious top loader. I assume that's a good card. Here's another one. Steve Yzerman, I like vaguely remember from childhood. And then he had this like random like unopened pack of Skybox cards. I feel like these belong to some other collector's childhood, but I thought I would show them in case anyone's interested in hockey stuff. Oh, and Mario Lemieux, I remember him too. All right, this is probably also out of order too, but I just thought these were so strange and cool. They're comic book cards. They're cards of comic book covers, which they have this really old feel to them. They're from 1984. I have zero interest in comics. I'll probably give them to my son, but let me know in the comments if you think for some reason, like I'll give them to my son unless they're worth a ton of money, in which case I'll just get rid of them because I have no attachment to these kind of things. But they are very cool to flip through. Okay, on to the next. All right, here's like a little set of things. This I thought was just so awesome. I've actually talked about these on a previous video. These are the cards you get at Grand Slam, and they are totally hologrammed. I'm definitely keeping this in the pack because I basically know what these look like already, but they were Upper Deck, Coca-Cola, Denny's mega partnership. And then I don't know if these are the same thing, but they look sort of the same, like they're the same size. So I'll probably keep those in the pack too. And then this is something totally different, but it's like sort of thematically the same in the sense that it's still packaged. It is a pack of Mets motion cards collector set. John Franco there. It's got this weird stat thing on the side, his 96 stats. So this is like a 90s, like a perfect 90s thing, right? Like super hologrammy. It's like your sports flicks or something like that. All right, this was one of the coolest things that was in there. I have never been to the National. I was too little when I was little, and I've just gotten back into this more or less, so I haven't really had time to even think about it. But look at these tickets. 5th Annual National Sports Collectors Convention. I mean, you guys can tell me if you've gone and know anything about these, but there's a ton. They were $3, and each of them have pictures of different players on them. This is like fascinating to me because this guy collected. I mean, it's like collecting baseball card collecting. There's like this meta element to the collection of these. So I guess, I don't know if they're reprints or what. They're all different numbers, so I guess they are not. I don't know why you would have a reprint, but this is from the 1984 National. So, let me know if you're interested in having one of these. I know a lot of folks on baseball, in the baseball card collecting community are very into the National. I'd like to go someday, as soon as I can sort of escape to do that. But let me know if you want one of these. And then, I'll pause. I guess this is the like sort of uncut portion of the program. These are the last few things. These are Zeller's Baseball Pro Tips, Les Secrets du Baseball. Zeller's is, I don't know what the hell Zeller's is. They're trying to sell me something. I don't know what it is. And then each card, so this is Terry Francona, and it has 3 sort of tidbits about hitting, and then it has those tidbits in French, just in case. So this looks like some sort of Canadian collectible. Warren Cromartie. Yeah, so this is an Expos thing. And it's, let's see if there's, God, who would have been on the Expos? All right, here's Andre Dawson. This is really neat. Uncut, Zeller's, Baseball Pro Tips. I haven't even looked through these yet. Terry Francona again. Woody Fryman. There's another Andre Dawson. Bill Gullickson. Scott Sanderson. Cromartie. Burris. Another Dawson. These are different Dawsons. So if anyone... Oh, there's Tim Raines. This is so cool. Holy crap. So if you need to know how to slide, you just look to the Zeller's Baseball Pro Tips card. You can learn just like that. Steve Rogers. All right. Love those. So I was super excited to get those. All right. I'd normally put this last, but I already kind of gave it away in the earlier part of the video. It's an uncut, I guess. I don't know if it's supposed to be cut, but it's Nabisco Ritz Don Mattingly photo like yearbook. So there he is in 72, 81, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. And there he is with his mustache and 3 bats. Donnie Baseball on the Nabisco poster. This is in pretty good condition except for there's like a little crease at the bottom corner, but overall it's like really, really nice. So this was like almost the coolest thing in there. There's some cool baseball cards I've seen so far, which I'll talk about in another video, but this is like one of the neatest items. Okay, so the last thing is another uncut sheet sponsored card thing. These are uncut sheets of Mets commemorative cards, sponsored by Nobody Beats the Wiz. Let's see. I mean, there's got to be some awesome players on here. You could probably figure out what year it is quicker than me. I haven't even looked. But it looks, it's commemorative, so it might be multiple sort of years, but it's really comprehensive. I think the checklist showed that there were like 200 something players. Like look up here. This is Nolan Ryan. There's Ken Boyer. So I mean, I think it's probably sort of like there's Joe Torre, Sandy Alomar. This is actually cooler than I initially thought. I thought it was like just a team set. So I'm sort of looking at this at the same time you guys are. Yeah, that's really incredible. And I guess the exciting part is that there's 2 of them, and this one is unopened. And as a bonus, $10 off any cordless telephone or answering machine at participating JOYS stores. Non-sale items only. Expiration date, October 31st, 1991. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll follow up with a part 2 featuring the baseball cards.